A new survey of nearly 1,000 Hawaii residents in all 4 counties recently gives a glimpse into what local people want and are in need of. Joining us now with insights is Andrew Pereira with Pacific Resource Partnership, who commissioned the winter edition of Hawaii Perspectives. Aloha and good morning, Andrew.
Great to be with you, Sam, and KHON viewers. Thanks.
Thank you so much for stopping by with us. Okay, so local residents very focused on housing. What are some of the responses that stood out to you?
Well, Pacific Resource Partnership has been conducting the Hawaii Perspective Survey since 2019, Sam, with our research partner Anthology. And from those past surveys, we've established that the high cost of living is paramount on the minds of our residents. So for this survey, we wanted to ask residents about policy issues that could lead to the creation of more housing, which, as you know, Sam, is one of the main drivers of our affordability crisis here in Hawaii. And what we heard back from our residents loud and clear is that they want our elected leaders to make some hard calls on these policy decisions.
Yeah, housing always top of mind for local residents. It is the highest barrier for cost of living, making a life here. They want to create housing. What are some of the most popular solutions among those respondents?
Yeah, Sam, as we pull up this first graphic, you can see that 86% of folks that we polled want a rent-to-own program where a portion of your rent goes towards the eventual purchase of a unit. 79% support transit-oriented development, building more shops and homes near bus transit stops as well as rail stops. 66% want to create a workforce housing fund, a new fund, through a small tax on short-term rentals. 58% agree that we should suspend laws to make the environmental reviews and permitting reviews more timely and not bog down housing. This one's really interesting. 55% say that we should increase the height limit in certain areas to increase the density of our housing. And perhaps the only issue, Sam, that tested below 50% is when we asked our residents whether we should change the definition of agricultural land to urban use to create more housing. Only 38% supported that policy. So pretty robust results and very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people want a lot of different ways to create housing, which it will take, of course, across all counties. Infrastructure, obviously a big barrier for a lot of these housing developments to get built. What role does infrastructure play in creating housing?
Sam, infrastructure is critically important because you can't have new housing without infrastructure. And as we pull up our next graphic, you can see that 53% of residents statewide say that government should pay for infrastructure for new housing. Now, why is that critically important? Because when home builders are tasked with building that infrastructure, that's roads, sewers, water, electricity, that can add $200,000 or more to the cost of a home. And as you know, Sam, that's a down payment. But there's some very creative ways to put infrastructure in the ground without raising taxes. And we expect that issue to take some prominence in this year's legislative session coming up later this month.
You spoke about transit-oriented development. That's been a big topic of conversation for lawmakers, including Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi. The Skyline route is something that they're looking to build housing along so that people can use Skyline to get to and from work, to and from play, et cetera, build some grocery stores along there. What were people's thoughts about Skyline in this survey?
As you know, Sam, we're now averaging 10,000, rides per day with the second segment opening up, but very interesting, still a controversial issue, though a small majority of folks, 51% on Oahu, still support the Skyline Rail program. But this is really interesting, Sam. When we asked them how we continue funding the construction of Skyline, nearly 90% said to keep the 0.5% general excise tax surcharge that's levied here on Oahu in place. And transversely, nearly 80% say that they don't want that 0.5% surcharge repurposed for another program. They want to stay with Skyline if it's going to stay in place.
Interesting responses. There's also so much in there talking about government lands, including the military with Pahakaloa, et cetera. How can people check this out themselves if they want to get into Hawaii Perspectives?
Very easy. Just go to the Pacific Resource Partnership website. That's www.prp-hawaii.com. It's right there on the home page. It's a free digital download, and we hope folks will download it. A lot of interesting data from your neighbors.
Yeah, tons of interesting data in there, as well as what it could potentially lead to as far as legislation goes, as we do get into the legislative session coming up a little bit later this month. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us, Sam. Appreciate it.